Part of the treasure trove of intelligence taken from this compound, 3 wives of Osama Bin Laden, and CNN has now confirmed their identities with a U.S. official. One of them is Amal al-Sadeh, who married Bin Laden in 2000. Officials believe this passport photo found at the compound is her. She had a daughter with Bin Laden, Safiya, who was born shortly after 9/11. And Safiya's told Pakistani officials she saw her father being shot. Amal al-Sadeh is Yemeni and is Bin Laden's youngest wife. Another wife who was in the compound, Khairia Sabar, also known as Hamza, because she is the mother of Bin Laden's son, Hamza. They were married in 1985. She is a Saudi national who stayed with Bin Laden in Afghanistan after 9/11. And a wife named Siham Sabar was with Bin Laden. She's also known as Khalid because she is the mother of Bin Laden's son, Khalid, who was also killed in the raid. She's also a Saudi national who was also with Bin Laden in Afghanistan after 9/11. I asked CNN national security analyst Peter Bergen more about the 2 Saudi wives.
They're pretty well educated. One has a doctorate in Islamic legal law. Another one has a degree in Arabic studies of some kind. And they've had a number of kids with Bin Laden.
The wives and several of those children are now in Pakistani custody, and U.S. officials are eager to speak to the wives.
And we have asked for access both to the people, including the 3 wives who they now have in custody from the compound.
Pakistani officials tell CNN they'll allow U.S. officials access to the wives only if their country of origin has been asked for permission. It's not clear if that's happened yet. What could these women offer U.S. or Pakistani intelligence about the operations of the compound?
Well, I think they can offer some atmospherics about what it was like to live there when they moved in. But in terms of operational details about al-Qaeda, very little, because for a start, they wouldn't be able to meet any men. So they're not, if Ayman al-Zawahiri was coming back and forth, the number 2 in al-Qaeda, that's something they simply would not have seen.
The wives have already apparently given some of those atmospheric details, however. When asked what the wives have told Pakistani authorities, Pakistan's ambassador to the U.S. said one of the wives never left the same floor as Bin Laden because they were paranoid, he said, about physical movement. He said they didn't go near windows, didn't have any kind of fresh air. Now, the one wife who was not there, her name is Najwa Ghanem. She was Bin Laden's first wife. She left Afghanistan just before September 11th and by most accounts now lives in Syria. Wolf?
Amazing stuff, Brian. But even if the wives can't tell officials which al-Qaeda figures came and went at that compound, some of the other details they may know about could be very important in this entire investigation.
Absolutely, they could, Wolf. Those women can give information on how and when they arrived at that compound in Abbottabad, Pakistan, which routes they took to get there. They can also talk about Bin Laden's demeanor over the years. Did he become more isolated? Did he become depressed? We just saw over the weekend that video of him hunched over in a blanket watching himself on TV. Any information they can give about his demeanor will be both valuable to intelligence officials and, of course, fascinating to the rest of us.